up, what nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Witch Watch Chapter 227. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that, so we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but is great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which we're covering, today, Gachi Yakuta and One Punch Man Season 3. Fridays we cover Togedonkey and Sanda. And Saturdays we cover Boku no Hero Academia Final Season, Spy Family Season 3, and Digimon Beat Break. And there's even more on the way, including more Witch Watch. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter of Witch Watch, we got an idea of what's going on with the curse, and including the Warlocks, and oh my god. Oh, the cringe Viz localizers are back. Like, how, for fuck's sakes, how is no one talking about this? Like, I look on Twitter all the time to see if anyone else is pointing out that these localizers are inserting shit like Try Hard into Witch Watch, and no one's talking about it. It drives me up the fucking wall, and it pisses me off so much. It really does. But anyways, it seems like, I'm really hoping this isn't a trap. Please don't be a trap. That one of the Warlocks is betraying them. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today, and pray to freaking God that this localization isn't botched. A warlock appears. What is his objective? I'm Sochi Kokorio, the space shaper witch. What? I'm sure Kuon Shiranui has told you of our clash years ago. Yeah, he did. You're the moron who tried to summon Jura, but wound up summoning a totally different monster instead. Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember him. My heart has changed across the years. I no longer want Jura's revival. Man, you just popped out of the woodwork, literally, and now you want to be pals? Sorry, but we ain't dumb enough to believe you. You want to get close to us? How about you walk up to the door and knock and bring a proper host gift, eh? Can't you give the poor man some space? You look like you're about to kiss him. And this chapter is titled The Insider. I use talismans of my own design for my spells. I find they're more effective and energy efficient for me. That's actually pretty smart. I believe Kuon Shiranui has been trained in the use of similar talismans. These are all the ones I have. Without them, I can't do anything. You could search me to be sure if you'd like. Oh, I'm sorry. I did have one more. Here, Koshinoya Yokan jellies for you. Oh, he did bring a host gift. Yeah, Kachi, you better apologize. I won't do anything to you. I only want to talk. Oh, wow. I always wanted to try this bakery's cream puffs. Here, Wolf, don't you want one? No. Are you sure? Okay, then we'll eat them all. Save one for me. Nico's in her room with Wolf and Momochi for guards. If anyone's going to protect them, it's Nico. Nico is Wolf. If this man tries anything, we could secure him quickly. Worst comes to worst, Momochi could teleport Nico away, which is very smart. Security-wise, this should be safe. Okay, we're listening. You saw the live stream? There's some of the people who've chosen to side with Shikimi, his core followers with the power to go toe-to-toe with you, if you will. They all have similar reasons for sympathizing with him. They were pushed to the fringes of society because of their powers, ostracized, outcast. They hold grudge against others, convinced it's the world that needs to change, not themselves. Yeah, again, this is the calling game. Let's be real. Dude, this is the calling game. Holy shit. This is, because if you remember in Jujutsu Kaisen in the calling game, like some of the participants in the calling game with their curse powers, they were pushed to, they were outcasts. Let me read this again. They were pushed to the fringes of society because of their, it was more so, not because, just because of their powers, like, they were able to use it because of this. They were ostracized, outcasts, and they hold a grudge against others and convinced it's the world that needs to change, not themselves. Yeah, that sounds exactly like the calling game. It totally does. I was like them. You became a warlock from the grief and shock of losing Rinka Suzaki. Yes. And now you've suddenly changed your mind? I'm sorry, but we don't believe that for a second. The results of a recent medical exam. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I refused treatment. I've only a few months left to live. For those of you that don't know about, first of all, fuck cancer. I've seen cancer, like, kill several members of my family and friends. And so I understand. There are two cancers that are the worst of the worst. One of them is brain cancer. You can't do shit about brain cancer. You could try. And UCSF, my mom worked at UCSF, so I know this. UCSF is one of the ones, research hospitals that is doing research on brain cancer, trying to find a cure for brain cancer. They've been doing it for years. But the other one that is like the worst cancer you could get is pancreatic cancer. There's nothing you could do if you have pancreatic cancer, like especially stage 4 cancer. There's nothing you could do. But pancreatic cancer, it is rare that you survive from it. There's a very low survival rate from pancreatic cancer. It is one of the worst cancers that you could get. Brain cancer and pancreatic are probably the worst you could get. So, that really sucks. After learning that, is it any surprise I reflected back on my life? It was a bleak one. I buried myself in research into black magic, desperately hunting for ways to revive a mythical warlock. What a worthless waste of life. But despite that, I was gifted with a little bright spot in all the darkness, Hibana. After, I do like this panel here when, he's talking about, after learning that cancer. Or, actually, let me go back to this. When he, hold on a second. When Soji, reveals that he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer, I love this black background that Shinohara is doing, and like the shading that's done on the face to like really give that like solemn feel. And then like when he says this, after learning that, is it any surprise I reflected back on my life, and you see the black, like just like the black marks going through the panel. It's so good. After learning that, is it any surprise I reflected back on my life? It was a bleak one. Yeah, it really does. You can see it. I bury myself in research into black magic, desperately hunting for ways to revive a mythical warlock. What a worthless waste of life. This is great. The black lines like go, and you see the gradation. God, this is so good, Shinohara. Some people will look at this panel and be like, what the fuck is this? Why are you wasting this panel? No, Shinohara, I see what you're doing here. This is genius. It's genius. And then the next page, when you see him say, but despite that, I was gifted with a little bright spot in all the darkness, Hibana. The background is white, and you see like the light shining on his face. It's so good. So good. After Rinka died, I raised Hibana as her foster father. It was a humble life, but it was more happiness than I deserved. I swear to God, the anime better not ruin this. Because I will say this. The anime adapted some of the more emotional chapters of the manga. They were able to do something really nice with it. Did they go far enough with it? No, but they were able to do something to the point where I at least felt something. So, Oh, God. And then we got that beautiful gradation for this next part here. But my grief over Rinka hadn't faded, and I let my hate infect the young, innocent Hibana. I taught her that this world was hell, that we should be a chosen people. And then before long, she fell as I did. This is so beautiful. But I was wrong. Looking back now, I know all Rinka wanted was for us to have a peaceful, happy life. Instead, I drenched Hibana's life in darkness. It's my fault. Then talk to her. Convince her to stop. Leave Shikimi's group and have your normal life. Leaving isn't a subject I can bring up lightly. Shikimi doesn't need to suspect my betrayal. But he does know about my condition. Hibana told him. I see. Kukurio has that little time. And you want him to spend his last days in peace, so you wish to step away from the path of revenge? The opposite. Oh, shit! I'm going to push the plan forward faster! When Hibana learned how little time I have left, she devoted herself even harder to the plan. Jura's return is the professor's greatest wish. I want him to see it, if just for a little while before he dies. Beautiful. Just what I expect from from found family. When I heard you started living apart, I wondered if your bonds might have grown frailer, but I see your love for each other is just as deep. I noticed you look exactly like your dead mother, and now you're almost as old as she was when she passed. Aha, it was Kukurio's idea. He couldn't bear to live with you anymore. Don't go on a tangent. The professor spent his life raising me. I owe him everything. I'll gladly die for him if need be. By which you mean Plan B? Yes, if we can't capture the Witch of Thousands, I will offer my body as Jura's vessels instead! Hibana means to die! Holy shit! Please, you have to stop her! Oh my god, we put together 3 separate plans for bringing Jura back into the world. Resurrecting her fully into a living body is only one of them. Let's see. Haras Mithas Bone, a spell of immortality, the Witch of Thousands. We needed all 3 of those things together. This panel's great. The hardest to acquire is obviously the Witch of Thousands, or the Magic of One. It would be ideal for Jura to possess the body of a Witch of Thousands, but not only are they extremely rare, they have to be between 16... Ah! There's another catch to this! They have to be between 16 and 20 when they have the most magic power, or the spell is unlikely to succeed. Okay, so that's why you waited this long. You needed Nico to grow up. Shikimi has the bone. He stole the immortality spell from Ranotake, and now Nico Wakatsuki is 17. All 3 conditions have been met. But what if someone took away one of those 3 things? You mean steal one? By that I mean, I assume you mean the bone or the spell? Shikimi has the immortality spell. It's still sealed within the Twilight Rose. Given he can control plants, there's no telling how or where he's keeping it. The bone, however, I do know about in detail. It's one of Hitzva's arm bones, her ulna. Okay, it's straight and about 10 inches long. Lose that and any hope of bringing Jura back is lost forever. Shikimi is aware of that danger, and he knows the risks of trying to hang onto it himself, and that's why. No need to be hasty. We'll resurrect Jura with Plan A. To do that, we'll need to separate Nico Wakatsuki from her familiars. That will take a fight. All you need to do is win it. In fact, it will still work as long as even one of us survives. And that one doesn't need to be me. What? Even just one of us? Is that why the bone is going to be... Yes. Oh my god, what the fuck? He's cutting the bone into pieces? Yes, Shikimi is going to cut it into several pieces, giving one to each of his core supporters. The spell to revive Jura only needs the tiniest fragment after all. Oh! So, okay, so it doesn't need the whole bone at all. It just needs a fragment. Doing it will require something of a ritual, though, which is why he's doing it on the open sea. On the ocean? How's he going to do that? I have both the time and the place to hold the ritual. The bone will be ceremonially split the 1st of February. He'll hold it on the cruise ship Auralia. Wait, what? On a cruise ship? The bone will be on that ship on that day. That's for certain. Need I say more? An ambush. Yes, with my magic, I could get you on that ship in secret. Wait a minute. You want us to infiltrate a cruise ship and stage an ambush to steal that bone from the Warlocks? That's utterly... No, it could work. The Warlocks don't know Mr. Kokoryu has betrayed them. That's not all. With the intel you provide us, we could build plans to counter them. And if it all goes well, we could win without needing to fight. Nico cannot be on that ship when this happens. Up until now, we could only passively wait for them to attack us, but this changes things. We have a chance to strike back. We could take the initiative. The move that could change everything and destroy the Warlock's plans. This really could work. This could. But man, this is going to be very interesting. So, that definitely explains why they waited as long for Nico to grow back up. It was for that reason. But there's got to be a reason why they unleashed this curse for Jura. Obviously, it's got to be, again, well, obviously, it's the Cully game situation. So, I feel like the cruise ship is going to be I feel like the cruise ship could be Witch Watch's version of Shibuya. If that could be the case, I swear to God, Shinohara, you need to lean into the Jujutsu Kaisen realness of it all. I swear to God, if you do not do that, I'm going to hate life. But this chapter was really good. I really like what we got from this art, especially. Shinohara, I will be so sad if the Witch Watch anime does not do it justice, which, let's be real, let's be real, Shinohara warned us a while ago that the Witch Watch anime was not going to do this art justice. We already fucking knew it. We already knew it, and it really sucks, because Shinohara's art is incredible. It is. The anime does not do this manga justice. It really doesn't. You know how I know? I covered it on Patreon. Now I have the anime and manga side by side. It's a goddamn shame that this manga is not getting the anime adaptation it deserves. It's very, very frustrating. It really is. Shinohara, I thought you were going to be working. I thought you were going to be cracking the whip or something. But we'll see what happens with season 2. We will. I really hope that it gets better, because there's some really, really good shit that I want to see adapted, and I'm scared to see adapted now. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh God. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we could keep bringing you more Witch Watch content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.